It took me a long time to realize my toxic pattern of perfectionism. But in this video, I am going to show you how it looks like and feels like to parent without perfectionism. Hello everybody, my name is Karen Turivi. I am a parenting coach and soon to be family mediator in Florida. I'm super excited for that. But I've been coaching moms for probably 5 years now. I have my own little daughter, she's 4 now. And I have seen over and over and over again, not only in my life, although it was a very big pattern that I had in my life, but over the hundreds and thousands of moms that I've coached, I've seen this perfectionist pattern just destroying the relationship that women have with motherhood. And it is such a sensitive topic and a topic so close to my heart that I'm just so excited to share this with you, kind of a little bit of my journey, although I still feel like I struggle with recognizing when I am falling into the perfectionist pattern. I feel like I've done a lot of progress on it, and I wanted to share with you how it feels like, how it looks like. Why don't I want to be a perfect mom if that, on paper sounds so amazing? So let me share with you a little bit of my story and how trying to be the perfect mom almost broke me. When I became a mom, I was so obsessed with being the perfect mom and doing everything perfect, checking all the boxes, reading all the books, saying the scripts exactly the way that Instagram told me to say it, trying to control everything, trying to learn everything, trying to, find all the things that were wrong in me and fix myself, because somehow I thought that I was broken, and if I could fix myself, then I could be the mom that my daughter wanted me to be, because of course I didn't want to be like my mom, and yada 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 yada, right? I was so consumed by this need of having to be a perfect mom that I totally lost sight of who I was. I forgot who the heck I was, what I wanted, what were my purpose, everything just like was around being a mom. The only thing that perfectionist side of me was trying to do was protect me. There is an absolutely amazing book that if you haven't read it or listened to it, I totally recommend you to do it, and it's called Whole Again. In this book, they talk about how when you are wounded, your body, as a way to protect you, creates this protective self. It's kind of like a new false identity. It's there, it's not real, it's just kind of like a filter that's there to protect you. This perfectionist inside me was simply that. And what it was doing was simply hiding the real cause, the real wound, the real hurt that was inside me, the real need for external validation, and the real, fear of rejection, and the real fear of repeating the same patterns. And all of these fears are real. All of this is real. Trying to be a good mom, trying to be a perfect mom, it comes from a place of, I love so much this little person that I want to do it the best I can. But it's also very toxic, because instead of giving ourselves grace for not doing the things that we were supposed to do, or for not doing the things right or perfect or the way they're supposed to be, we are beating ourselves up. We are getting caught in this also loop of, I'm not being perfect, therefore there's something wrong with me, therefore I'm a bad mom, therefore I'm not worthy of whatever, right? So the intention behind it is good, but the results are very, very toxic. The results of trying to do everything perfect only brings a sense of guilt that is absolutely devastating, and it's a weight in your shoulders that is impossible to carry for a long time. And that's where I was. And after, doing a lot of self work, and after putting a lot of time and effort into recognizing this pattern and trying to letting it go, I am able now to show up imperfectly and feel good about it. Because the problem is not that being perfect. Being perfect sounds awesome. The problem is the feeling that you get after you make a mistake, after you don't live up to your expectations. Because the problem with being perfectionist is you will always keep raising and raising and raising your bar. So you complete a task and then you can't really enjoy that, you have to find the next thing to be perfect at. And therefore, whatever you do, you will always have that empty feeling in your heart, that void of like, I haven't done enough, I'm not enough. I think that we also have this misconception of not doing things perfect means that it's okay to do things wrong. And I don't necessarily agree with that. Of course, I will always aim for doing things right. Of course, I will always aim for doing the best that I can. And at the same time, I also want to have grace with me when I don't. The other thing is, after you have a child, you realize how much they are learning from you, from your experience. They are absorbing absolutely everything that you do. And I always find it fascinating how there's this trend about all the big feelings of our kids are welcome in this family. Oh, but if I feel frustrated, what the heck is wrong with me, right? Oh, but I am a positive discipline mom. I should not be yelling at my child. In short, that's not something that I want to do. I don't want to yell at my child, but I also don't want to feel like I'm the worst mom ever because I felt frustrated once. So I realized that I wanted to start treating myself the same way that I treat my daughter. First of all, because it feels awesome. It feels great to love myself. I like myself. I like who I am. I like the person that I am. Then why don't have grace for myself, love for myself, compassion for myself? First, I do it because I like it. And then also I do it because my daughter is looking at me. Me showing compassion to her is only modeling to her how to have compassion for others. But me showing compassion for myself shows my daughter how to have compassion for herself. And that is very important for me because I don't ever want my child to feel like she's not good enough or that she has to keep raising her standards in order to feel like she's worthy of whatever she wants. No, I don't want that for her. So I want to be the one model that shows her that she's absolutely worthy the way that she is, that we are humans and humans are meant to make mistakes. The most important part of a mistake is not whether to do it or not, but what you do after that mistake. How do you repair? And I think that that's the most important part that I am trying to work on. Okay, I made a mistake. That doesn't make me a better or worse person. Making a mistake has nothing to do with my value or my identity, but it is important for me to, what do I do after that? How do I repair? And I think that right now my focus is more into what happens after making a mistake or not doing things perfectly or the way they are. What happens after, instead of spending too much time into beating myself up because I didn't do certain things a certain way. So here are 3 things that, if there is nothing else that you take out of this video, I want you to take these 3 things with you about letting go of perfectionism. And that is number 1, all feelings are welcome, including mine. The most important thing here is that last part, including mine. I am a human being. When God designed us, He designed us with all of the feelings. Anger, sadness, frustration, happiness, joy, anxiety, gratitude, all of it. And He put a little package with all of the feelings inside all of us. And then He created a human. Therefore, if we come with those feelings, then we are meant to feel them all without judgment. Now, what we need to work on is how to regulate those feelings and how to react when those feelings happen. But that's a whole other conversation. Number 2, repair matters more than never messing up. I talked about this. What is most important is not whether you make a mistake or not. What's important is what happens after and how you repair. Your willingness to forgive, your willingness to say, I'm sorry. That's what matters. This one sounds cliche, but it's actually very, very true. And it's progress is better than perfection. I thought that my daughter needed a flawless mom. She doesn't need that. What she needs is a real life example of a good person trying to do her best. And that's what I want to give her. The keywords here are real. I want to be real for her. When I am sad and she sees me crying and she asks, what happened? I want to be able to say, I am sad. I don't want to hide those things from my daughter because I want her to know that it's okay to feel that way. Because I want her to when they grow up and feel angry and being able to call me because she feels safe by calling and expressing her feelings. I want her to feel safe with all those feelings inside her home. This idea of progress is better than perfection just reminds me of the journey and how beautiful it is to go through the growing, the healing journey. It's beautiful. Now I am able to enjoy the journey with the messing up and all. It's beautiful. And I want my daughter to be able to see that growth. And also imagine being perfect. That sucks, because then what's the point of this life? There's no more room to grow. There's no more for healing. Then what's the point of being here? If perfectionism has you drowning in guilt, I created something called the Mom Guilt Detox. This is a 7-day program that will only take you 10 minutes a day to release guilt, to start feeling like yourself again without having to escape motherhood to do it. It's such a beautiful way to come back to yourself. I'm gonna leave the link below for that. I'm gonna leave you also a nice discount code if you ever feel like, hey, I feel related with your story in the beginning and I don't know how to go through any of these. And if you feel like, holy cow, I can feel related with you, I felt the same way, I am on the same page, it's great to know that I'm not the only one going through these. And if you want to feel like you're not alone in this, I created a beautiful community of moms serving a safe space to come and be real. I'm tired of the fakeness, Pinterest moms, perfect Instagram page moms. I'm done with that. I can't do that anymore. And if you feel like that, and if you want to feel more real, if you want to feel more connected, and if you want to feel like you have and you belong to a space where you are welcomed and allowed to be just yourself with no judgment, with no guilt, a place that can hold you and a place that you can feel like you're seen and valued, then come join the circle. Once again, I'm going to leave you a link for that below. I'm super excited for what is coming. Just want you to know that if you have ever been where I was before, I see you. I know what you're going through. You're not alone. And the journey is beautiful. You are absolutely worth it. You are absolutely enough. You are an absolutely amazing, incredible mom. You got this at your own pace. It's your own journey. I hope and pray for you that you embrace it and enjoy it because it's beautiful. Thank you, moms, for watching. I love you all, and I see you in the next one.